Every Frisbee player needs a Frisbee bag. Today we're comparing two of the most popular options, the Patagonia Black Hole Duffel and the Greatest Ultimate Bag. A good bag should have space to carry all your essentials. A pair of cleats, a disc, your kit, water bottle, phone, wallet, keys, maybe a chair, and any other extra items like IVs, electrolytes, and snacks. In this video we'll talk about what the Greatest Bag brings to the table and see if it's a better fit for your needs than the classic Black Hole Duffel.
All right, something I love about the Greatest Bag is the versatility and the amount of pockets that you have and what you can do with each pocket. Right off the bat on top here, it's great for, I think it's meant for a disc. It's great for a disc, but you can also put other stuff there, which we can talk about a little bit more in depth, shoes, chairs, whatever you want. Getting into the main pouch here, I kind of use this just for like miscellaneous stuff, water bottle, base layer, rolling ball, pennies, whatever you want. On tournament days, it's going to have my jerseys, shorts, extra warm-ups, whatever I need there. In the top here, sunscreen, electrolyte pills, nail clippers, whatever you want to put in the top here, which is nice to have. Good pocket here for organization of your valuables and anything else you need. Phone pouch. I put my wallet in the phone pouch as well here. So those stay put. Keys, put my key on the clip here, stick it in the pocket, and then I got chapstick, sunscreen, whatever else I need. And two pockets. There's so many pockets I don't even use all of them. There's another pocket behind here if you have more valuables you want to put in here, and also in the front flap here. A little less protected, so if you want, phone to be protected, put it in the phone pouch. And then another thing I love here is this insulated pocket. On long days, you're going to need, obviously, like electrolytes, food, and stuff. I'm putting my scratch powder in here, is my favorite powder. Gummies, a little bit of candy if we just want candy. And it's insulated, which is great. I've also spilled in this pocket before and have been able to just wipe it up. And I have powder everywhere. Wipe it up real quick, no problem. Something that I do is a little bit unusual on this pocket. That's meant for, old clothes you played in, socks, whatever you want to do. I put my second pair of cleats in here. I carry two cleats just in case, I go through cleats pretty quickly. So my second pair of cleats stays in here, which is super nice. And then in the main cleat pouch, obviously another pair of cleats. When I had both cleats in this pouch, it restricted the main bag too much, so kind of adjusted to there, and I really like that. And I even put, old socks, jerseys, shorts in here along with my other cleats if I need that. But as I was saying before, this top pouch, super versatile. If I just take my shoes off here, I put my cleats on, I can throw my Crocs, which is my shoe of choice, into these straps here, tighten them down, and they're not going anywhere. So if I'm moving field to field and I don't want to have to carry my shoes and other stuff, throw my Crocs in there. Yeah, and that's the Greatest Bag. Love the versatility. Yeah. All right, cool. So here we have a 60 or 65 liter Black Hole Patagonia bag. Way simpler than the Greatest Bag. Not much to it. It's just going to be one big hole, hence the name, Black Hole. Basically how I use this, which is a little bit, more chaotic. Same mesh pocket on the top here. I stuff some food in here, electrolytes, sunscreen. In the main pouch, I carry two cleats again, so it's just kind of like they're both just in there, which is fine, but not ideal. And then scratch powder, just kind of loose in there too. Water bottle, everything else is loose in there. And then the only other pocket you're going to have here is this one in the front. That's where I keep my phone, wallet, which it's in there. It's not coming out, but it's not protected or anything like that. It's kind of on the outside, which, you know, I've never had an issue with that. But yeah, I will say when I'm kind of in here looking for maybe like an extra pair of socks, or if I'm looking for a small like lacrosse ball, it's a little bit harder to find. You kind of have to rummage through. Could be user error, but that's just kind of how I use it, and it's a little bit harder to use. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the Black Hole bag. It's pretty simple, really high quality materials. I will say these can last for 20, 30, God knows how long, how many years, whatever. I've had this since 2016. I think I got it my freshman year of college, and I used it pretty much every season except this past season when I started using Greatest Bag. And now I use this as my disc bag. It's kind of nice that I didn't realize it, but the back of this is actually the back of the Greatest Bag. It's not the front. Like when you're carrying the Black Hole, the front of it's on your back. So when you set it down, it's like the opposite side.
I actually prefer that.
You prefer that?
But that's way more comfortable.
Way more comfortable.
But when I swing it down, like swing it off really quick.
So I swing it off and then I grab this.
You do? Oh, see, I swing it and just drop it.
Just chuck it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe it's because I've been using it for the Greatest Bag for like 6 months now, but like I intuitively do that.
Do that
now.
again. Will you swing it off? Patagonia has that classic, iconic design that they've been known for years. This bag is over 10 years old. The bag aesthetic is still very similar today. I think they offer some more matte finishes these days, kind of similar to what we see out of the Greatest Bag. And it's pretty clear that the Greatest guys, Roldy and co., took some design choices from the look and feel of the Black Hole bag. One thing that I really love about the Black Hole is the ability to exchange these backpack straps. I don't know anybody else that has done this before, but a friend of mine and I, years ago, swapped straps. It's so easy to just swap them out. And it's just a fun way to customize your bag or make your bag a little bit more recognizable, I suppose. Yeah, other than that, they look pretty similar, just aesthetically. They come in different sizes. I think today, let's look this up. The Black Holes currently are offered in 100 liters, 70 liters, 55 liters, and 40 liters. This one, I kind of feel like this was probably 60 liters. I could be wrong, but it's so old I don't really remember. And then the Black Hole, you can get in. Let's get that branding out in front. The Black Hole you can get. Sorry, this is the Greatest Bag. The Greatest Bag you can get in 60 liters, 45 liters, 30 liters, and 18 liters. The 18 is a slightly different design, I'd say. And I think this is the 60. Well, I know this is the 60, and I believe that Quinn uses the 45. His Team USA bag is a 45. I'd say the 60 liters, by the way, is kind of the money spot for travel and tournaments. And I love this size for the Black Hole as well. But the 45 liters is a great, 40 or 45 liters are great options for things like practice, etc. Before I forget, one other design consideration for the Greatest Bag is that you can customize them. If you go to the website, you'll see Year of the Dragon bags, Team USA bags, I think World Beach Ultimate bags, World Masters Ultimate Club Championship bags, and then team bags. Like you can, if your team wants to customize your own bags, you can do that with Greatest. That's something that you cannot do with the Black Holes. Both, as I understand it, are a TPU laminate. Patagonia heavily markets their material as eco-friendly and sustainable, less environmental impact than previous versions. So this one is actually, I don't know, a dozen years old, maybe older. So I don't know if it's made out of the same materials that they use today. However, Patagonia obviously has a very good warranty that I cannot assume Greatest can match entirely because of the size of the companies. I've taken so many pieces of gear back to the store here in Denver for repairs or replacement or store credit, and I know they would do the same for these Black Hole bags. The Greatest bag is also made out of, or it's, at least the website says it has a TPU waterproof coating. I might need a message Roldy and see exactly what that means. It says 600D ripstop fabric, TPU waterproof coating, and also has waterproof zippers. I don't know if you can see that there. And while I'm talking about materials and waterproofing, I'll just mention that the Greatest bag comes with a rain fly for extra protection. You can cover the bag in bad weather. Easy enough. This nice Greatest logo. And I suppose you could also just roll it out and sit on it if the grass is wet when you're warming it up. When it comes to storage, it's really no competition. They call it a Black Hole for a reason. There's really just one main compartment that you put everything in. There is a front pocket which you can access from the inside as well. They advertise that as a feature, but I don't know why you'd ever want to do that. So it's basically just one big pouch in the front, one small pouch, one big main compartment, one small pocket in front. This version has two mesh pockets on the opening flap. I believe the new ones have a slightly different design. The Greatest bag really is built, it's ready-made for Frisbee players. Just on the outside, obviously, there is the disc holder that can hold up to, I believe, 2 discs. Well, I bet you could squeeze more. I will mention that when there is a Frisbee here, it does kind of roll up the sides of the top flap here, which is not a big deal, but just keep that in mind. It does have a duffel strap, which I am not using. It's somewhere around here. It might be inside the bag, actually. But on the outside, you have this mesh pocket for good storage here, whatever you want. Quick access to, like a water bottle. Although it doesn't really, it's not really the shape of a water bottle, but it would hold one just fine. This pouch on this side is, it looks like it was open and I just closed it. Just kidding. It is it's a double zipper, which is kind of sick. I didn't even know that. Okay, we have zipper 1, which I suppose is a waterproof component. And then there's the inner zipper. And then this compartment, I believe Quinn puts extra pair of cleats in here. I believe it's meant for maybe dirty clothes. It's insulated, so you could do all sorts of things with it. On either end, we have pockets. We'll start with this side. which is just our cleat storage, so it goes in pretty far. You can fit up to 2 pairs of cleats pretty easily in there, although we'll say if you put 2 pairs of cleats in here, the main compartment becomes pretty smushed. And then on this side, we have our dedicated cooler pocket, which is insulated. And it comes with this handy dandy little ice pack here, so I guess you could either put ice cubes in here or maybe freeze some water. I'm not really sure how to use these, but it's kind of a cool feature. On the website, they talk about how you could use this as an ice pack if you need ice and injury. And then on the main front pouch, there is plenty of organization. So this is where I think it really outshines the Black Hole. This flap has storage here. You can put anything you want in here. I don't know. I'd honestly put maybe my warm-up resistance bands, something like that in there. You have 2 mesh pockets. This hard protective case, which can easily fit my phone and my wallet. And then another zipper pouch here, which I happen to have a bottle opener in. And then as Quinn mentioned, there's this hook. You can easily hook your keys to this as well. I assume the Patagonia probably has something similar to that, but the rest of the storage, the Black Hole really just doesn't have anything that compares. And then finally, just like the Black Hole, we have that main storage compartment, which has plenty of space here, if you can see that. And then here's that cleat compartment, so you can imagine that if you do stuff 2 pairs of cleats in here, how it would kind of take up a lot of space. And then here's my duffel strap that I'm just not using because I always use these bags in backpack mode. We'll start with the Black Hole Duffel. They kind of, in my mind, were the first duffel bag that I really started wearing as a backpack. One thing to note is that the flap side or the top side of the bag is what comes flush with your back, and that really is not very comfortable, especially if you're storing stuff in the front pouch or the mesh pockets on the flap. But basically, it doesn't sit super comfortably here, which you probably wouldn't notice too much if you didn't try something on that was more comfortable. It functions just fine. You can adjust these straps, apparently not very easily, if you need a looser or tighter fit. But that's basically it. There's no hip strap, there's no sternum strap. It just kind of does the job. On the other hand, the greatest bag is very comfortable to wear. So the backpack straps are on the bottom of the bag, and it becomes a much more snug fit and much more comfortable fit. Like right now, it just feels very flush against my back. It feels very comfortable and just kind of soft, to be honest. And then it does come with the hip strap and sternum straps, which I really do like. For a lot of reasons, I like to hook things on these straps, and I like to just have the extra support. And then I think I mentioned this probably in a different section, but there's added storage on both sides, at least for the 60-liter version, and it's big enough to hold keys, wallet, phone, chapstick, anything that you need quick access to. For me, I don't actually really use these pockets because I usually wear a sling or a fanny pack for all those quick essential items. But definitely comfort-wise, greatest. Let me get the branding on there. The greatest bag is the way to go. Patagonia, the Black Hole Duffel, the 40 liter comes in at $159. You can get the 55 liter, which is probably most similar to the bag that I have, for $169. The 70 liter is $199, and the 100 liter is $219. They also have different versions of black holes, but those I think are most comparable to what a Frisbee player would use. And then if we're talking greatest prices, you can get the 18 liter, which is more of a backpack. It's not quite the same style of bag. It's not really a duffel, but you can get that for $59.99 in the US. These are all US prices, I believe. Same with the Patagonia. The greatest 30 liter bag is $74.99. The 45 liter is $99.99. And then this version, the 60 liter, is $119.99. So if we compare the 60 liter, which is basically $120, and the most comparable size, which is the 55 liter, that is $169. So a price difference of, what is that, $50. So value-wise, I would say the greatest bag also beats out the Patagonia, unless you account for the warranty, and I will quickly just look up the greatest warranty. If any part of your product becomes non-functioning or defective, we will repair or replace it with a fully functioning item in the same or better condition. All warranty replacements are quality checked and certified to be clean and fully functioning and come with the same guarantee as your original purchase. It says this warranty does not cover cosmetic wear that doesn't affect the safety or function of your product. The warranty also does not cover dirt and scuff marks. This is ultimate, not badminton. And if you and your bag aren't showing a bit of wear, you're not going hard enough. So there you have it. It's not clear to me exactly how long the warranty is for. Although I will say I know Roldy, and I imagine the customer service is pretty good. Again, their manpower though is a lot smaller. I would say one other factor here is the value of supporting a Frisbee company, a small up and mom and pop shop, I suppose, versus a big box store. Although it's probably not fair to call Patagonia a big box store. I shouldn't say that actually, but they are obviously a well-established brand. So if it means something to you to support a Frisbee brand, I would say that is another check in the greatest ultimate bag box. So final thoughts. I don't think I mentioned earlier that both bags are in fact water resistant. I do have one nitpick of the greatest bag, and that is it doesn't have a strap on either side like the Patagonia bag does. So on either end, I just happen to like to grab the bag out of my trunk, out of the car, and I like to have this flexibility, or if I happen to check the bag or put it in some sort of storage. And it's definitely a nitpick. The greatest bag still has this strap on this side, but just doesn't have it on the opposite side. Overall though, when you're considering design, materials, storage and organization, comfort, and then overall price, for me it's greatest by quite a wide margin. The design for me is basically a wash. Same with materials. I would have to give the edge in materials to Patagonia, based on reputation and what the company stands for, and how long they've been doing it. Storage and organization, though, it goes to greatest, hands down. The Patagonia just can't compete. I think, you know, if you're the type of person that just wants to throw all your stuff in one compartment, then sure, the Patagonia bag would work. But I would argue that it just is teaching you to be unorganized. Comfort, again, greatest all the way. It feels so nice to wear this bag on your back, whereas the Patagonia bag, while it does the job, it just isn't comfortable. And then price, obviously, the greatest bag is $50 cheaper, quite a bit cheaper at this size, at this comparable size, where I believe the Patagonia size is 55 and the greatest is 60. So there you have it. If you'd like us to review anything else, please let us know down below. Otherwise, thanks for tuning in to our first pod practice review. Finally, if you were hoping to get a greatest bag for a last minute holiday gift, it's probably too late to have one delivered by Christmas, but you can go to the website greatestbag.com to pick up a gift card. And for 10% off your next greatest bag purchase, use promo code PODPRACTICE10.